Sweet. Let's go. What's our favorite thing? No? Someone's got one. You got one. There you go.
Your team's obviously used to these kind of event games, but Boston not a place that gets a lot of WNBA. Just what does this experience kind of mean to you and your team?
It means a lot. I think anytime that we have an opportunity to continue to celebrate the W in new cities, did this last year here and had such a great turnout. And doing it again. I mean, this is a sports town, and the fact that we can continue to celebrate the W in sports towns that don't have a team is important. And I think it gives fans an opportunity, in this area to be able to come out and to watch these women who are the best in the world at what they do, and to continue to champion them, and for the young girls and boys to see the best in the world doing what they do, and to aspire to be them.
The Sun have hit a stride in the past week or so. Just what have you seen that's different about them now compared to the last time you saw them?
I think it's just a normal course of getting to know one another, learning how to play together. Finding your way and your role. They've had a lot of moving pieces too, and you see young players continue to step up and grow, and of course veteran players like Tina, of course, to be able to be that anchor that helps lead them along the way.
A lot of fans outside of the Fan Fest wearing Fever merch and Caitlin Clark jerseys and things like that. What does it mean to you to know that your team has fans, all the way out here on the East Coast?
No, I mean, it's huge, and that's the thing about generational talents. And you see it on the NBA side a lot, not just around the country, but around the world. Wearing jerseys of their favorite players. And you think about the generational talents that continue to come from college to the W, and Caitlin's one of them. Obviously, Paige is one of them, Angel Reese. And to be able to continue to see the game grow nationally and globally is important. And, thankfully, we get to celebrate that in a lot of different cities, and happy to be a part of that.
Having spent time in New England, were you surprised the most that Boston doesn't have a team, or never, that didn't have one even from the beginning? And did you get a feel when you were in Connecticut that there were a lot of people from Boston that were coming down because of that void?
Yeah, I mean, certainly this is a sports town and rich history in all sports. And so I think probably early in the W, maybe a little bit surprised that there wasn't a team here. I was playing when the Connecticut Sun got their team, brought them from Orlando. And so it became New England's team. And I think Boston's, again, a great sports city that wants a WNBA team. And, hopefully one day there can be one here.
Steph, you talk about this team looking different from the last time you were there. One key piece that has been very important to Connecticut over the last few games has been Layla Lacan, just how defensively she's been impactful. Just when scouting this team, what are some keys that you have, and specific to how she might be on Caitlin tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Layla's long, she's athletic, she's fast. She's got great instincts. I mean, her international experience, her Olympic experience, it can't be denied. You watched her in the Olympics a year ago, and the way that she was able to grow throughout the course of that tournament was impressive. She gets to the rim, she plays at a certain pace, she changes the speed of the game with her speed, her quickness, and her athleticism. And so it's going to be a challenge. We've got to find creative ways to get her free, and then we've got to make sure that we're disciplined on the defensive end and contain her one-on-one.
Oh, me? Oh, sorry. With the news that Caitlin will be participating in the 3-point shootout later this week, is that something that you guys have talked about yet? Or she talked about how excited she is, and have you given her any pointers as she's looking to get her shot?
She doesn't need any pointers from me. No, we hadn't talked about it. In fact, I saw it on the news. So, but I mean, I'm happy that she's doing it. Certainly in the state of Indiana, in Indianapolis. It's a great opportunity for her to continue to showcase what she does best to our fans and to WNBA All-Star fans. But no pointers for her. I think that she's getting there. She's working through the injury. She's getting rhythm, timing, like all of the reacclimated. All of those things matter when you're a 3-point shooter. And I think we've seen it, throughout the course of great shooters during this season. I mean, the schedule is brutal, and fatigue is a factor. And then when fatigue and you couple that coming back from injury, but I'm not worried about her shot. I'll be pulling for her in the shootout, though.
What do you take from these last 2 wins to now try to get on a bit of a roll consistency-wise?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we had a whole roster. We had all of our rotation players, for 3 straight games. We still haven't had a real practice with them, but finding connectivity on both ends of the floor. I think in game 1, you saw everybody kind of looking for the next person to do something and reacting to one another as opposed to building a flow offensively and a connectivity defensively. And I think you've started to see it grow for us as coaches. Building in a substitution pattern that can go 9, 10 deep potentially, certainly 8, 9 deep, and what that looks like against different lineups for us with different lineups as well. And so, it's starting to come together, and it is important for us to maintain and to continue to stack days and be on a roll heading into All-Star break. Thank you.